They saw her as just another face on the street, not realizing she was the one who built the city they served. Sometimes the people we judge are far greater than the ones doing the judging. This is the story of Maya Carter, the woman who turned humiliation into history. It was a bright morning in downtown Atlanta, the kind of day that made the city feel alive. Cars rushed through the main boulevard, sirens wailed faintly in the distance, and on the sidewalk near a cafe, Maya Carter stood in her gray hoodie, holding a cup of coffee. She wasn't flashy, no designer clothes, no makeup, just calm eyes and quiet confidence. But to a pair of patrolling cops, she looked suspicious. "Ma'am, can we see some ID?" Officer Blake asked, one hand on his belt. Maya blinked, slightly confused. "Is something wrong?" The other officer, Peterson, smirked. "You tell us. You've been standing here a while." "I'm waiting for someone," she replied. But they didn't care. People around started to stare as they searched her bag. Her wallet fell open, photo of her with some uniformed officials. They didn't even look. "Where'd you get this expensive phone?" Blake asked. "Earned it," Maya said calmly. "Step aside, ma'am. Let's not make a scene." She sighed. "Too late for that, officer." Phones came out. Someone was filming. A barista from the cafe whispered, "She comes here every week. She's nice." But the officers ignored it. They pushed her toward the patrol car, gently, but enough to draw gasps. Then a black SUV turned the corner. Out stepped a man in a tailored suit, tall, commanding. The crowd hushed. "Is there a problem here?" he asked, voice deep and controlled. "Sir, please step back," Officer Peterson said. The man held up an ID, silver badge, U.S. government seal. "Special Agent Marcus Wells, FBI." He turned to Maya. "Director Carter, are you all right?" The air froze. "Director?" The officers looked at each other. Maya nodded, expression unreadable. "Yes, Marcus. I'm fine. Just another routine check, I suppose?" The color drained from the officers' faces. "Ma'am, we didn't realize." She stopped them cold. "That's exactly the problem. You didn't ask who I was. You assumed." Marcus stepped closer. "Director Carter is the head of the FBI's Civil Rights Division. You just profiled your own federal superior." A murmur ran through the crowd. Phones recorded every second. Maya turned to the onlookers. Her voice calm but heavy with truth. "This is what people like me face every day, judged first, respected later. If at all." Then she faced the officers. "I won't file a complaint. I'll do something better." They looked confused. "I'll see you both next week. You'll be attending my mandatory training on racial bias and law enforcement." A few laughs rippled through the crowd, not mocking, but approving. She got into her car, a black government SUV. As it drove off, the officers stood in silence, staring at their reflections in the glass. Conference room, bright daylight through glass panels. The same two officers sat stiffly among dozens of others. Maya Carter stood at the front in a sleek black suit, FBI badge clipped to her belt. Behind her, a large screen showed a title. "Respect Beyond Rank, Rebuilding Trust in Law Enforcement." She began softly. "Last week, I was that woman on the street. Today, I'm your guest speaker. Same woman. Same soul. The only thing that changed was what you knew." Her tone remained professional, but her words hit like thunder. She showed footage from the incident, not to shame, but to teach. "We don't rise by putting others down. We rise when we choose to see." As she spoke, Officer Blake's eyes lowered, not from guilt, but awakening. Later, after the seminar, he approached her. Ma'am, I'm sorry. I know what you thought, she interrupted softly. But thinking differently, that's where it starts. He nodded, eyes wet. Thank you for not destroying our careers. Maya smiled faintly. Changing minds matters more. A month later, the president himself stood at the podium. Today, we honor Director Maya Carter for her outstanding service and courage in promoting equality and reform across law enforcement. Cameras flashed as she walked on stage, dressed in elegant navy blue, hair tied neatly. In the crowd, Officer Blake and Peterson, seated proudly as guests. When she received the award, she paused, looking toward them and said, This recognition isn't just for me. It's for anyone who ever felt invisible, until the world was forced to see them. The audience stood. Applause thundered through the hall. Evening sunlight poured through the glass walls of the FBI building. Maya stood by the window overlooking the city, the same one that once humiliated her. Marcus entered quietly. Long day? She smiled. Just another chance to remind them, power doesn't come from a badge. It comes from grace. He grinned. And that's why you lead, Director Carter. Camera pans out, warm sunset glow on her face. A soft voiceover fades in. Respect is earned not by rank, but by how we treat those without one.